I am now recording. Welcome to session 14, right? Session 14, yep. Today is January 30th, Sunday. We recently had 2 split sessions. I know some people watched the YouTube videos that I uploaded, but some people did not. So let's go ahead and start off with you guys bump into each other, finally reunited in the center of town, over near Volcan's Hall, in the large plaza in front of it. So why doesn't each group get each other caught up? Which group wants to go first? Blake, why don't you go first for your group?
Wow.
You're such a bitch.
No one's gonna say anything, so I'm just gonna pick someone.
I was gonna say something.
Blake's your
Don't you worry.
favorite.
You can go second, Emily. You can explain for your
Who's a
group.
teacher's pet?
Yeah.
So, this is the same day still, right, as where we left off last time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
so,
just like, it's like 5 or 6 p.m. now. The city's winded down a little bit. You guys have accomplished some goals and gotten some information. Now you guys can get the rest of the group caught up.
Okay. So, I'm going to say that Elena has sat Raphael down and shared what they found out about the Horn of Balmetria. And I'm going to say they got some, like, dinner or late supper and everything they're eating by this pool. If that is okay with everybody. While they gossip. And they are going to spot the delightfully approaching group coming back from the gates. And Elena can spot Daenerys and lift the hand and go, hey, you're back already? Hi. She seems very startled to see you.
Hi.
Did you forget something? Honestly, I wasn't expecting you back this quickly.
We kind of stumbled upon what we were looking for out in the outskirts of town, I guess.
Oh, well,
I have someone to introduce to all of you, and I kind of pat Lunaria on the shoulder and shove her forward.
I jump up enthusiastically. I I'm Lunaria. I am apparently her sister.
Apparently. Something like that. If we were to put it in lowly mortal terms. Yeah. We're siblings.
oh. Well, I'm glad you found what you were looking for, and it's nice to meet you, Lunaria. I'm Elena.
It's nice to meet you.
So,
Oh, I
Elena-
should probably introduce you to people. Yep.
we shall probably describe our characters and stuff too.
Oh
probably.
yeah.
I'm so not good.
Yeah, she met me and so the rest of you go ahead.
Elena is gonna get up, and as she's like, nice to meet you, she will offer a hand to Lunaria. And she is probably the weirdest person that you have ever met since you got here. I know that you got here very, very recently, but even walking into the city, she does not look very human. She is covered in scales from what you can see, except for there is a ruff of blue feathers sprouted out of her neck, and she has a long tail coiled out behind her. So she looks like a walking lizard, dressed up in human clothes.
Fascinated by her feathers, I immediately go and I try to mount Elena.
She tries to what?
Elena's just standing there, hand outstretched, as Lunaria kind of runs around her and falls forward a little bit. Just utterly startled, but trying not to collapse all the way onto the fucking floor.
Make a strength check.
I feel like I need to make a goddamn athletics check. Jordane chomping on his fries.
Iris backs up a little bit from the two and introduces herself. Hi, Lunaria. My name is Iris. And then her snake hair kind of like peeks from beneath her cowls
Oh, cool.
Raphael says, "Welcome," as he curtsies appropriately for a backwards-kneed person.
I bow the deepest bow you've ever seen.
Still on fucking Elena's back.
Yeah.
A little help here, please.
Oh, Lunaria, I don't know if Elena really appreciates that very much. That type of.
She's so cool. What else am I supposed to do?
You can stand next to her.
Can I?
There's
Can I
like an
hug her?
appropriate distance you can stand from people. You'll figure it
6
out.
feet away.
That far? 6 feet? I begrudgingly get off. I stand 6 feet away from Elena.
It. You know what? This actually is not the worst thing that I've had to deal with today, actually. So it's fine. You don't have to worry about the 6 feet thing. But maybe
Oh.
next time on introductions, a handshake might serve. Just maybe.
That's a
I
good
immediately
idea.
rush forward and I hug Elena.
Elena jerks back very briefly, but she doesn't stumble this time. It's less of a I don't want to be hugged and more of a oh fuck, she's charging me again. But once you realize it is a hug, kind of does the somewhat awkward but kind of welcoming like return the hug. It's a little bit like you're a bit much, but you know it's good. This
I stay in this
it's not the
position.
worst thing. So Elena and Lunaria are hugging in the street.
Yeah, so what have you guys been up to? What have you found?
I found a friendship with Vulcan.
Oh, okay. So that went well.
Yes.
Sure. He did give us the location of the Mithril Forge too.
Oh, amazing.
I show off my fancy new horseshoes or goat shoes.
Whoa.
Go choose.
They
And
let
then
me look like anything other than a goat when I'm walking.
That will be exceedingly useful.
As I imagine.
I don't know, I guess if you are trying to like steal things and throw people off of your trail.
Added goat shoes so no one can hear them.
I can
Speaking
kill them
of
for you.
stealing,
can we not? Lena's still hugging Lunaria as soon as she says that because Lunaria still hasn't let go. Can we
I
not
just
do
stroke
that?
her.
I.
It's okay. Shh, it's okay.
Lena has a very what the fuck expression on her face over Lunaria's shoulder. And it's one of those things where it's a little bit more disturbing now because it's been a very extended hug. But
I still stay in this position.
Only 12 hours old and she already wants to kill.
In other news, we also went to check up on the Horn of Balmetria that we were looking for, and we were actually just talking about it. It seems that it was stolen recently. They're putting through an investigation with the town guard, but I didn't get too many more details.
Oh. Stolen recently. Oh wait.
The only way we can learn more is by getting what, the king's approval, was it? Somebody.
You need somebody of repute's approval in order to get into the crime scene to investigate it.
Yes.
What about Emily and Dana's group? Was there a reason that you guys came to Astoria? Something you guys have to do?
Yes, we are looking for
Karina.
a baker. Karina, yes. Oh, what was the guy's name? Her dad?
Theracles.
Theracles, yeah. A man named Theracles who owns a vineyard outside of the city asked us to find his missing daughter, and the only lead he has right now is a baker in the city who was her friend. Is her friend. She corrects herself. So we're gonna go find him. Look, I know we have other important business to attend to, so, you know, don't feel like you guys have to accompany me on this, but I kind of feel like I owe him.
Elena looks at how Lunaria is still fucking attached to her, and briefly want to, like, I mean, do I have a choice?
Always.
I whisper, you don't have a choice.
Whoa! You thought Iris stalking you was creepy? Here you go.
Elena again laments all of her life choices that have brought her to this moment. And shakes her head just a little bit and is like, the only person I know who could probably get us in to see the king would probably be Kira. And she ran off somewhere. So we seem to have time.
Oh.
That's the only lead we have on the Balmetria's horn. And I'd rather not venture in towards the mines without everyone together, so...
I think Kira would have said she would be back in a few hours.
Okay.
So you guys can do something until then. If you have something else to do, it's up to you guys.
Team?
Well, as long as we have some time, I'm going.
Okay.
Then we repay debts.
Would you mind letting go of me? Please?
Fine. I stand a reasonable 2 feet away from Elena.
Thanks.
Before all the introductions were made, is unceremoniously blended into the crowd and walked away.
Oh,
Jared, you're muted, honey.
goodbye is.
Still can't hear you.
Yo, back off, dog.
Oh, I pressed the button on my mic, that's why. Lunaria still doesn't understand that feet and feet are different, so she literally measured 6 widths of her boots away from Elena. But she did it sideways, so it's still uncomfortably close. She'd like left to right side of her feet.
Yeah.
Elena takes a slight half step to the other side to put just a little bit more distance, and kind of shakes out her clothes just a little bit that were kind of rumpled
Right.
from very, very extended hugs, and looks to everyone else. So, you said something about a baker?
Yes. What was his name? Atos?
Yes,
Yeah, yes.
everyone's
Yeah.
name is fucking
God, how
Atos.
are we gonna fucking find this guy, dude?
Looking for a guy named Atos.
Everyone
Yeah.
turns around.
There's like 3 bakers in the city named Atos.
It's like that The Office clip where it's like, did you get pizza from, I can't remember. It was like pizza by John or pizza from John or something like that. And there's like 2 bakeries that are like bread by Atos and bread of Atos or something like that.
I'm gonna try to pull aside the first person that I can find that either has a uniform or otherwise seems like they live here, and ask them if they know of a bakery owned by a man named Atos.
Make an investigation check.
Oh no, wrong one.
Intimidation?
She just grabs the guy and slams him up against the fucking wall. This like fucking accountant walking down the damn street just gets like slammed against the wall by a nymph. Just like,
Like, whoa.
where's the bakery, you asshole?
She
I ain't
grabs
holding out on me.
you grab this rather timid looking guy by the arm and he turns to face you, and he's got this like almost it's like a shorter guy, and he's got this almost 6 foot tall cleric looking woman who's accidentally standing a little bit too close to him, and she's just got these silvery eyes, and he's like, oh, what the fuck? But then he notices there's a woman casually just flipping around 2 daggers behind him, who has no clue about the social implications of playing with weapons in public. And there's a fucking dragon lady behind her, and the guy just starts stammering, and then he just turns around and he just fucking leaves.
Oh my god.
I wonder what's wrong with that guy.
Yeah, same.
Reaction.
Can I try someone else?
Yeah, go ahead and make another
Someone who's not a
investigation check.
bitch.
Someone who's not a bitch. Alright, that's a little better. So they do tell you that on the edge of the Agora there's a bakery owned by someone named Atos.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright. Where is that? South? Yeah.
Yeah.
Think.
Oh.
Do I move there? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Cool. We're here. Alright,
As we all walk.
Lunaria bursts through the doors of the bakery, daggers drawn, says, "We're here for Atos." Atos thinks he's being fucking robbed.
Do I notice this man cowering away from me?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I run up to him and slam my daggers into the table. Are you Atos?
I'll take whatever money you want, please. Don't.
No, I'm not Atos. Me.
Can we not?
What's
can
wrong?
we not?
I'm just asking him if he's
You-
Atos.
Okay, it's a bit much. It's a bit
Why?
much, and Elena kind of walks up like she's it's the slow walk of like trying to talk down the gunman, like slowly kind of walks up, like grabs Naya by the shoulders, very gently tries to nudge her back and away, like with this wide-eyed stare, like it's a bit much.
I take my
Okay.
daggers out the table and I sheath them.
I will
Okay.
inform Lunaria. Most people kind of go about their business in their city with their weapons away.
Oh.
It's like a threatening thing, you know? Like somebody might assume they're about to get stabbed if you point a sharp weapon at them.
Well, I
Just-
don't want to stab anyone. Not yet.
Not yet.
There's no need
I
for all
flip them
that
up
right now.
behind my back.
Okay, so we're here.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell. I don't know if there's someone by the counter. I will tell them that we are looking for an Atos, a baker Atos.
Was Atos the owner or the son, Blake?
He was the son.
That's
Okay.
why. He's Atos Jr.
Yeah, but
Atos
yeah, his dad
Jr..
is Atos Senior.
Yep. So the dad clarifies that. He's like, I am Atos. Are you looking for me or my son, Atos?
Maybe, probably a younger guy, I'd assume. I'm looking for. Yeah, I think I'm looking for your son.
You're giving the guy an existential crisis. I'm not that old. I'm a younger guy. Oops, I do not want to reload. Okay, so he says that his son is out on a delivery. He should be back soon. Maybe 20 minutes if you guys want to wait or come back.
Oh, okay. What do you have for sale?
Bread.
Do you have any like special bread, like with nuts or like maybe like banana bread or like?
Are you looking for something that'll travel well or something that tastes good?
Just something tasty.
All right.
Some novelty bread.
Good thing everything exists on the internet. Here, hold on.
I want some focaccia.
Random types of bread generator. That exists, I'm just letting you know.
Nice.
He has
Good.
ciabatta bread, sourdough bread, white bread, potato bread, cornbread, and focaccia bread.
Potato bread?
I want focaccia bread.
Shabada.
So he has some rather fancy looking flatbreads that are called focaccia. They have kind of like different like vegetables and spices and other things baked into the top of them, but it's $1 silver a piece because this is an artisanal bakery.
Of course. I will hand him a silver. I'll have a piece. I haven't had breakfast. Or whatever time of day it is. I haven't.
She hasn't eaten all day.
Why don't you roll a d20 and see how good the bread is?
Oh.
He gave her the old and soggy one because her friend came in with fucking knives drawn.
It's you can tell the bread is of decent quality, but you're not exactly a fan of the spices or
Oh no.
you're not a huge fan of whatever he put on the focaccia. But he does have several varieties if you'd like a different one.
Nah, I'm happy with this. Thank you, sir. Well, I guess I'll just pull up a seat and wait.
Well,
Eat this
Well,
bread for 20 minutes.
I'm glad you didn't roll below a 5.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
why was it gonna be some doo-doo bread?
No, I was gonna give you a roach in your bread, like fucking that picture last night.
Bitch! My god.
All right, cool. Anyone else want to do a thing while you guys are waiting for the sun to come back?
I think Iris noted the is left and asked where he went earlier. Sorry.
Did anyone happen to notice where he went?
No, there were kind of a lot of people around. I can maybe... Well, he left when we were by the Dragon's Tooth. So... Could be anywhere.
He could be the ground we're standing on. We don't know with him.
Yeah, true. Oh my god, yeah, he could be the guy we just talked to.
Yep, he's the baker.
Oh my god, he went and got a new identity as the baker's son, and the baker's son and he both came back at the same time.
Oh
and they
my
both gave us
God.
shit information.
Oh my god. Which
Alright.
one's the real Atos the second?
So you guys don't know where Atos went, unfortunately. If you guys want to search for him, you can. It's up to you guys.
You mean it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, I'm sorry, it is.
Oh, gotcha.
Based on my encounters with him, I don't get up right away to look for him.
No, I'm good.
I don't know, I feel like I don't want to miss Atos. Maybe we can meet up with him, ask him some questions, and then
I'll go look for
find
him.
it. Alright.
I'll go take a look around and see if I can't hunt him down.
Babysitter will hunt him down.
Yeah, babysitter Elena. Also, Elena's trying to put a little bit of distance from the psychopath who dove on her back and hugged her and whispered about her having no choices and then threatened the baker. Elena needs a minute.
I'm like 1 days old, you know.
I'll go with you, Elena. I can't stand being in this bakery. As I stand there, like holding my stomach overly full from omelet.
My god.
Elena
Alright.
looks at Raphael in stunned shock and walks over to him, puts a hand to his forehead, and does the thing where it's like, no fever.
Mhm.
You okay?
I smack her hand down.
Don't fucking touch me.
Okay. Alright.
What are you up to at the moment, bud? Are you actively keeping away from them, or what?
I have already turned into somebody else.
Oh, shit.
Oh lord.
Alright, if you want to look for him, make an investigation check, Blake. Unfortunately, not enough. You see no sign of him in and around the Agora. And as your 20 minutes kind of ticks up, you decide it's probably, for now, best to head back to the bakery, and then you can keep looking for him after.
Okay. No sign of him, but then I guess that's not unexpected.
It could be anyone at this point.
Seth, why don't you make an investigation check for me?
What am I investigating?
You're looking to see where your rug meta went.
I'm looking for my named rug. Oh, I don't want to edit my investigation check.
Oh,
You don't find the rug itself, Seth, but if you'd like to continue searching, you hear some rumors of a king of the homeless.
Homeless king?
Yeah, the homeless person, the homeless people king. King might know where your rug is. But for now, let's go back to the bakery. The son arrives back to the usually not too busy bakery to find several adventurers sitting in it of varying descriptions. He kind of stops for a moment at the doorway and then brings the empty crates back behind the counter.
I stand up from my seat and I approach him. I say, "Are you Atos, son of Atos?"
Yes, Atos, son of Atos, son of Atos.
We're here about Karina. That's her name, right?
Yes.
I
gotta put in like some kind of like seventh son thing with Atos. With the true Atos. Alright, continue, I'm sorry. Yes, they're looking for Karina.
No. We're here about Karina. Her father is looking for her and says that he is concerned about the amount of time that's passed since she was last home. Do you know where she is? Do you know if she's okay?
Blake, I know you've read the campaign book closer than I have. Is there a time period listed that she's been missing?
I haven't read the campaign book. I just know that she was missing.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how long.
Okay.
He said it's been like over a week or
It's
something,
been like
right?
over a week.
Yeah. I think
So
that's what we said last session.
Atos seems a little uncomfortable with the line of questioning. He kind of rubs behind his head, and he looks over at his his dad, who's now raising an eyebrow at him, and he's like, well, the thing is, Karina and I actually kind of broke up a couple weeks ago.
Oh, so
And
you
I haven't
haven't
talked-
seen her lately?
I haven't. He kind of looks over at his dad again. He's like, "Can we talk about this outside? I don't really."
Okay.
He kind of like slinks off. His dad's still raising an eyebrow at him. He's folded his arms now. I'll give you guys context since I don't know if Atos will offer it, but he has been slacking off on work for the last couple months a lot to go hang out with Karina. And his dad has been kind of sick of it. But you guys step outside. He kind of scratches the back of his head and he's like, I haven't talked to her in a couple of weeks, but we'd been arguing a lot. A couple of friends that she'd made were kind of... I'm not against like drugs and alcohol or anything, but like some of her friends were just like weird about it. Like some of these new people she'd been meeting. But we ended up having a big fight a couple weeks ago, and I haven't seen her since. So, and her dad also isn't really fond of me, so we usually don't meet up there. So, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't think I can help much here.
That's okay.
Excuse me.
Look, do you know anything about these friends of hers? Where they normally spend time, or any of their names, or anything like that?
Excuse me.
No dying, Dredane.
I'm trying, man. Give me 2 seconds. I'm looking up the info. Okay. So, he kind of like edges away from your friends. He kind of feels like it seems like he feels like a little bit of like natural trust towards you, but he kind of leans in towards you, Daenerys, and he's like, there is this group of satyrs who've been like floating around town lately, right? And I mean, it's just, they just come in and they talk about like all the parties they throw and everything. And it seems like everyone who goes to their parties doesn't come back. And I know the guards have been asking questions about, people going missing and shit. And, maybe I should have tried harder to stop her from going with them. But, they bring people out to these, this temple where they say they throw all these parties out in the old woods. But honestly, I'm not sure. I don't know. He seems like he's becoming like more and more distraught the more he talks about it, like guilt-ridden almost. But he seems a little freaked out at the moment.
I take pity on this young man, and I tentatively place a comforting hand on his shoulder, and I say, "You poor thing. Look, this isn't your fault, I can tell. This has been really helpful. I will try to go investigate the area that you told me about and see what I can do."
So, too many things open. Losing track of shit.
We see an explosion across town and rush to find Iz in epic battle with the king of the homeless people.
Alright. So let's move everyone back to the campaign landing page. I've got to update this, but at the moment, it seems if you guys want to tackle the mines later, the mines are to the west of the city. They are over by the Great Falls. If you guys, he's talking about the Old Woods. He's talking about a temple in the Old Woods. If you guys continue to investigate, you'll find that there are rumors of an old abandoned temple in the Old Woods down to the south of the city.
Good God, she really fucking ran off. She's like days away. She said, "Fuck y'all."
I was like, I gotta go.
Holy.
It's one sick party.
So
he shows me this on a map, and I'm like, ooh.
So, while the temple is far for the people who are brought there, it's more like, one... You know what? I'll leave that to you guys. So, you guys do find that he does mention that the group of satyrs that comes into town looking for people to party with comes by maybe once a fortnight, and he says it's been a while since they've been. They usually come through town. He's thinking maybe they would tonight, maybe they might tomorrow night. But he feels like it should be soon because it's been a long time since he's seen them. Because he's been kind of like keeping watch, hoping he would see Karina come back with them. Ever since their argument, because he hasn't, because they had the argument the night of, like, she wanted him, from his story you get the information that she wanted him to go with her to the party, basically, because this was like, they come through the agora. There was like, a group of young people and the satyrs out in the agora, like late at night, like 2 a.m. under the light of the full moon. And, they have a big argument. She goes off with them in a huff, and he stays behind. So that was the last time he saw her.
So they pass through a lot, so he's like waiting for them to come back.
Yeah, because he's hoping either she'll come back or he'll see her again, or, maybe he can go with them that time and find her or something. But yeah, so he says if the easiest way to find where she went is probably to find the satyrs.
Okay, so maybe, I mean, if you're expecting them back any day now, it might just be better to wait here so we don't lose them or like accidentally like miss each other on the way in and out of town.
I mean, that's also suggesting that we're going to be invited to a satyrs party with. And Elena looks at everybody in the group.
Everybody.
Yeah, with an old man, a dragonborn, a goat. I mean, then we follow them, maybe?
It's up to you guys how you want to handle it.
Oh,
I should leave that. Actually,
yeah, I think that might be a better idea. Either we wait for them here, or I don't know, I'm worried about going there and not finding them there. But then we can just wait for them there, so...
Well, it's late to set out today anyway, even if we wanted to go into the woods. So we could go back to the inn and plan, or talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
We still need to wait for Kira anyway.
That's true. Alright. Well, then... thank you, Atos, for this information, and I guess we'll head back to the dragons too.
Tell your father we're sorry about the dagger marks in his counter.
Sorry.
Oops, not 2,000. Jesus. All right. So what do you guys want to do now then?
Wait for Kira, I guess.
We're going to go back to the inn and scheme.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're waiting on the satyrs and you want to go with them, I don't imagine that you, Lunaria, and even Raphael would have much trouble getting an invitation to whatever party they're trying to hold. Iris and I are probably a bit too stand out, I suppose. I'll use that word. So if you all wanted to try and work your way into the party or find out any information about where the party's being held, we could follow you along that way. Or we could just all try and follow them at once, but then if we lose track of them, I don't think we'll be seeing them again for a few weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the three of us could, or I mean any of us could try to get in with their group and the rest can trail along as we travel. I like that idea.
All I have is that fucking like that really stupid bar game that they write in stories where like people who go to a club, they take turns going up and flirting with the fucking with the one fucking person
Yeah,
because they can't all go up at once.
yeah.
But it's a bunch of fucking clubbing satyrs.
I guess that means I'll have to wait out in the Agora every night till the small hours of the morning and see if they'll show up.
I'll wait with you.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
I'll stay out too.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Since,
If we're
since
staying-
we'll look like a group of rabble rousers who are ready
Yeah,
to
I
party.
can pretend to be a party bitch. I think she can absolutely do that.
You will all have to dance on camera or you're out of the campaign.
Oh,
God.
I'm in.
Well, actually, let me try something. Give me a second here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I need to pull something up right quick. God damn it! I lost my token. I forgot that I had this shit. Elena kind of looks down at her fingers for just a second. It looks like she's thinking really hard for a long moment, and kind of flicks her fingers, the lightning traveling across them as her feathers like light up with electric sparks, and her form ripples as she tries to mimic Iz's disguised self spell. And as the ripples fade, a half-elven girl with brown hair and honey brown eyes is sitting in front of you all.
Hello?
Ooh.
You can do that?
Apparently, looked like it worked.
Tell
I
the
go up to
news.
Elena and I squish her face. Where are the feathers? I want the feathers!
Like screaming in her face.
Hello to you too, Lunaria. We'll have a talk about boundaries here in a few.
Yeah,
I back
I'll,
away, cross my arms, pouting over the missing feathers.
Give me one
Daniela
second.
feels partly responsible for this. She nods apologetically and she's like, I'll take care of it. I promise.
So, the way the spell works, as I understand it, is that it doesn't actually change you physically; it just changes the appearance.
Yeah, it's like an
So-
overlaid illusion.
Elena kind of like feels slightly bad about panicking Lunaria and kind of reaches up to her neck, feels around very briefly, and it looks a little weird because it's like she's got her hand like on her neck and she's like walking her fingers across it for a second, and then she winces as she yanks something and a feather appears in her hand from where she
Ooh.
plucked it, and she's like,
Oh,
"Can have this if you'd like."
I'll take
Sorry,
my feathers. Oh, thank
God.
you. Oh.
it's fine. I mean, they fall out on their own sometimes anyway. It's really
I tuck
itchy
it
when they
behind my
grow
ears.
back.
Oh my gosh.
So, do you think
So
this would
what's
work?
your name in your new form?
Um,
Assuming you have a new name.
if we need one, I suppose. Well, I don't know. I've never had to rename myself.
Sure.
Any suggestions?
Elema.
You're a bitcha.
What about Anella? Just Elena backwards.
Oh, I like it.
I mean, if you'd like, I'm not sure exactly how long this lasts, but hopefully it's long enough to get access into the party.
Gonna be so fun.
That just leaves Iris.
Make an Arcana check, Blake.
Okay. A second. My no proficiency in Arcana spellcaster. See what I know.
You Elena can feel inside her, and wrapped around her in this spell, she can feel the slight trickle. Maybe she's not sure if it's due to the nature of the spell or if it's due to her own like unfamiliar casting of it, but she can feel the magic slowly leaking out of it and can feel that it would last about an hour.
Okay.
Like in character, she would know it's about an hour.
Okay.
God.
Good stuff.
Excuse me.
As for Iris, she pauses for a second and looks at Raphael, then looks to Iris, then looks to Raphael, and considers for a really long moment. This isn't racist, I promise.
That's not a way you start any sentence that
Yeah.
isn't actually racist.
So, Raphael's a satyr. These guys are apparently satyrs. Why don't you two pretend to be... She lifts her fingers and kind of crosses them together. Even if they're a little bit disturbed by the snakes, I'd imagine they'd be more inclined to trust a kinsman. If you vouched for her. So, if you wanted to take that route.
Raphael blushes and like starts like kind of pulling at his breastplate, trying to like get air.
Oh my god.
Iris takes her dagger and cuts off her hood at the base and ties her hair up into a bun with it to where you can't see the snake heads.
Oh, the poor snaky!
Oh, fucking shove a bag over there. You know, I've never thought those snakes were terribly intimidating. But that works.
We're
They're more
going
personable than
undercover.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Yeah, I poke a couple of holes in the baggie just so the snakes don't suffocate.
Yes. Save the snakies.
You see a little snake tongue poke out one of the holes.
Okay. So we're going to a party, it sounds like.
Fun. Oh my god, we should get new clothes.
I mean, if we can find a tailor, but I don't know how much money we have.
If you guys want to go shopping, you still have about an hour before Kira gets back.
Ghost trip!
Shopping spree.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how much money we have, but
I'm poor. I don't think the Theocles or I don't
Oh
think the
my God.
Vineyard Man gave me any money.
I'll see. Depending on how much they cost, I'll cover you.
Thank you.
What is up to?
Yeah, that's a good question. What you up to, Seth?
I haven't seen him in a while.
Looking for my rug.
You want to make another investigation check? He is
Hell
on his
yeah.
solo quest.
Oh my god, we find the rug and make clothes out of it.
Ugh. Investigation check 12. So you hear that there might be you hear some rumors of like an area that's like for homeless people basically, but it's like a secret area. It's like you hear something about the sewers outside of town. So Iz slowly makes his way to the edge of town for now, and we'll come back to him later. And if you would like action at any point, Seth, just let me know and I'll come back to you.
Sounds good.
All right, what do you guys want to do? You guys are going shopping?
Yeah.
Yep.
What kind of clothes are you guys looking for? What are we doing here?
Party
Are we
clothes.
just getting like new clothes for the party, or you got? I mean, are we just getting new clothes for you guys as like just because, or are you specifically looking for stuff that you think will blend you into the party? What is that, Emily?
What?
The food.
Oh, a PB&J. Oh, I have.
For some reason, I
physical
thought it was
birthday.
a fucking quesadilla, and I was excited.
I also thought it was a quesadilla.
I guess they kind of do look like each other from a distance, just white triangles with stuff inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty much.
I mean, PB&J are basically just peanut butter and jelly quesadillas, right?
Yeah.
They're made of flour. It's flour and filling.
All the same.
Dips my PB&J in salsa.
What?
All right, please continue. I'm sorry.
Wait, okay, so explain that again, Jared.
Are you guys just looking for clothes upgrades for your characters? Like, do you want these to be things you're gonna keep forever, or are you specifically looking for stuff you're only gonna use for this party?
Maybe like a happy medium.
Okay.
Like if I can get something that,
Like a nice extra outfit to have.
yeah, like if I can get something that's stylish but still like somewhat practical,
Sure.
but enough that someone wouldn't be like, "Why the fuck are you wearing light armor to this party?"
Fair.
So yeah.
We need something flashy, something hip.
No, I want to go all out. I want to get something that's not at all practical.
Full on evening ball gown with a nice long slit up the leg.
I'm just going along for the ride.
All right.
Anything I can.
Whoever is looking for a new outfit, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
All right. God damn it.
Oh my
Doesn't
god,
know
guys.
Doesn't know a goddamn thing about clothes.
Listen, I'm 1 day old.
Oh my
No,
god, we're all know nothing about clothes.
Oh no, we're all gonna look ugly.
We're just trendsetters.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you guys spend your hour basically just going in and out of all of the stores. It's like you're at fucking a fair or something. You go in and out of all the stores. You don't end up buying anything because like the things you do like cost too much, or they don't have it in your size, or they fucking just don't have the color you like, or
Nah, I'm just
or just
super
something like
picky,
that.
And I
Yeah.
refuse to settle on something.
So you guys spend the entire hour and you come out of it with nothing, unfortunately.
Storm shimmers back to the Dragonborn because it only lasts an hour.
So, yeah, Elena steps into a dressing room as a elven girl, steps out as a dragonborn. The guy's a little freaked out.
I cheer. The feathers!
The dress clashes terribly with the scales. Like, it's absolutely awful. It would have looked perfect for the half-elf version, but for the Dragonborn version, it's absolutely god-awful.
It's got like horizontal stripes that just clash so badly with the scales. It's like a Where's Waldo outfit. Alright, so you guys spend your hour. You actually run over a little bit. You guys are about half an hour past when you thought you'd meet Kira. You guys are wandering through the Agora, kind of lost in the shopping. And Kira is going to go ahead and come up to you guys.
What have you been up to, Kira?
She sees that you guys are clothes shopping, and also knows that you guys went to all the wrong places. She sees that
Oh
you
my
have
God.
the couple things you bought. Kira walks up. She doesn't say anything. She glances in the couple of bags you bought, and kind of looks at. She kind of takes Lunaria in stride that's traveling with you, and she kind of checks the. She kind of tuts quietly as she's like checking the torn dagger cut edge of Elena's cloak and the ripped up like fake fucking clothes that Lunaria's wearing, that she kind of like jury rigged a guard's uniform. And she just kind of like shakes her head and she's like, "Come on, guys, we're gonna go. You guys, you don't close shop at the Agora when you're in Astoria. You just don't. This isn't the closed district.
Save
We're
us,
not.
Kira.
She just takes you guys by the hand, and she's gonna lead you guys further up into the city, up near the castle, to some of the more hidden, nice tailor shops that she knows of. Let's see. Why am I making her make a check? I guess it doesn't matter. she excuse me. Yeah, no more rolling today. We're done with rolling today. Kira would know where the shops are. She's Kira. How far in are we? About an hour in. Does anyone need a break at the moment, or can we keep going?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
As long as you don't mind me preparing food.
Oh, not being at your PC, I just looked and I was like, oh, she gone.
I should be fine. I'm just gonna peer out and see if my laundry's done real quick.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna go downstairs and grab a water because I don't have any right now.
Sure. I'll be right back as well.
Yeah, my laundry's done. I'm gonna grab it real quick.
Yeah.
Making miso soup.
It's okay. Just do your best.
Whee!
Wait, I think I have time to make myself something. Okay, I'm gonna be right back too.
Okay, nice.
I have returned triumphant.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Dun, 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 dun.
Did y'all fucking see that?
See
This
what?
dog is eating my goddamn food. You bitch! Go away!
Say, but there's food. It was my understanding that unattended food was mine.
No boundaries with this fucking dog.
Lunaria has no fucking boundaries.
That's okay, Mark. Down. Get down.
Mari is playing for Emily.
Yeah.
Hmm. So cute. Oh, Mari, look back at the camera. I was gonna screenshot it. Turn around. Mari's our new D&D player.
She got some of my sandwich.
Of course she did. Alright. Whenever Dan is back, I'm good to go again.
Gonna go
little baby.
shopping.
The music's still going? Yeah, it's just quiet. Excuse me.
It's called Zed Boat now.
Yeah, he gets to be at the bottom of the list.
Fuck.
Whoa. Crazy typing. Crazy typing. Becky's losing it. She's going nuts.
Buy me a wired keyboard then.
No.
Fine, I'll go buy myself a quieter keyboard.
Okay. Fair.
Fair trade.
Hmm. Dana's dead. She dead.
Rip.
True. God, that was the worst set of investigation checks I've ever seen.
Well, I'm glad it was used on something like that.
Yeah. True.
I just
Welcome
thought
back.
of something.
What's
Since
up?
fucking shift self or whatever it is doesn't like actually physically change you, it just changes the appearance. Elena had a bunch of trouble because she's got a fucking tail. And she
Oh.
she's got a fucking tail. So anything she put on it wasn't very accommodating for that. So she's having a lot of trouble.
All right. Is everyone here? Seth, you here?
Yes, sir.
You're good to go, huh? Okay. All right. Kira escorts you guys to the shopping district in the north of town. Let's swap back to the swap back to a story here. We don't need to be on the campaign page. Hayes still off looking for the homeless king.
Bliss King.
Stop coughing and dying, damn you.
I'm dying. The water's not
Yeah,
helping. It's
right.
making it worse. Yeah, I'll be okay.
You having allergy issues or?
Maybe, I don't know. I felt really stuffy when I woke up, so I think I just probably slept with my mouth open or something.
Oh yeah. Haha, I always sleep with my mouth open, so
Who needs to breathe,
Same.
right?
it's like this.
Not me. I don't need to breathe.
Oh well, look at you.
Just get a brain tumor, then you'll get free nose surgery. Forehead.
Oh, holy shit.
All right, let's continue. All right, so what are you guys looking for? What do you guys wanna get? Kira has brought you to some of the best tailors in the city.
I'm thinking like a nice crop top and a long skirt.
Okay. What about you? Kira takes one look at your outfit and she's like, maybe 2 outfits for you. We should get you something less broken. She says kind of the same thing to Iris, but Iris is a little possessive of her clothes, so she kind of sighs and says, "Fine, just 1 outfit, but at least let me do this." And she mendings the hem of the top of your where you cut it, so that it's uniform at least.
Yep.
But okay, let's get you guys some other outfits. What about Elena? What is she looking for? The tailors are magically skilled that she has brought you to, Blake, so they can probably accommodate something for you.
Okay. Fuck, I don't know anything about clothes. So Elena probably stares at them all kind of wide-eyed and says, something that would look okay and not be too revealing. Her criteria are rather low.
Kira rolls her eyes. What about Lunaria? What do you want for a second outfit?
I want also like a crop top, similar situation to what I'm already having on, but I guess less tattered. And like a pant skirt situation going with a hood. It has to have a hood.
All right. And what about Raphael? Kira asks if you also want a crop top.
I mean, it would show off my biceps. So.
True. You can go full gym
your
bro
abs.
outfit.
Hell yeah, what a Chad.
Why do I fucking the Sun Wukong jacket from like Ruby with fucking Raphael? Why do I feel like he'd be the kind of person who has
Yes.
like, the always open jacket?
I agree.
Yeah.
He's the
Like,
guy.
just-
He's the guy who wears like the. He looks like fucking Sinbad from Magi.
Everything he wears has a boob window.
Has a boob window. You know, Sinbad wears more clothes than I remember him wearing, to be honest. I mean, you've still got the fucking... You've got the fucking... An anatomically incorrect fucking half his biceps are out the top of his shirt somehow, despite it being a normal color. Alright, anyways. So you guys get some very nice party clothes. Kira foots the bill.
Wow.
And Deianira, with her observant trait, kind of notices the amount of gold she forks over for some of the pieces, and she kind of raises her eyebrow at Kira, but Kira just kind of shrugs. She doesn't seem very perturbed by the amount of money she's spending.
Damn.
But you guys get several very nice outfits for yourselves.
Oh my gosh.
If you guys go to... I don't know if you guys are you guys are able to add new items to your inventory, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should
if we
you?
make it.
Okay, so if you click the magnifying glass on your character sheet, on your inventory, do you guys have a magnifying glass at the bottom of... Oh, you have to unlock your sheet if your sheet is locked.
Wait, what?
There's
I
a...
don't see a magnifying glass.
So, let me see your sheet.
I see ad, but
Yeah, if you click add, it'll pull up the thing, and then you can run a search for it if you click on the weapon or something, I think.
Add custom category?
Which one? Which category?
Wait, I don't think I'm doing that right.
How are you getting the search option, Blake?
Oh,
Because
I
Jackie
see
doesn't
it.
have it on her sheet. Is her
Let me
sheet just
see if
not
it
wide
pulled
enough?
it up. No, let me see if it does it again, because I might be thinking of when I was making all the character stuff from GM.
I
Okay.
can edit the equipment.
No,
item. Is that what you want me to
It's
do?
okay. I'll get it for you guys. Just let me do it real quick.
Yeah, I can't find it either. Sorry,
Yeah,
I think
it-
I was
it-
thinking about doing
I
the GM
think
stuff.
you have to have GM permission in order to add stuff from like the SRD or whatever.
I
So
know I can do it from like the like there's an option on the settings maybe. Not settings. It's under one of the tabs. Oh, yeah.
All right, everyone should have fine clothes on their character sheet now
Let's
in the
go.
equipment section.
Cool.
Equip that shit.
And for Lunaria, we'll just say that your normal outfit is fully repaired.
Hell yeah.
All right. All right, everyone's clothes are fully repaired. Everyone's good. Add that to everyone's sheet. All right, what do you guys want to do next?
I want to very awkwardly thank Kira.
Yeah, I tell Kira I'll read her fate for free or something. And I don't know.
She shakes her head. No, that's not necessary, but thank you.
Did you get what you needed to get done?
Yes, but let's go settle down at the end before we chat about it. Excuse me.
Alright. Oh my fucking god.
What?
Frilly shirt. Raphael. In the OOD.
Raphael with the Monty cosplay.
Yes.
Any sign of Iz around? Take a quick glance.
Really been
No,
off on an
unfortunately.
adventure.
He is off outside of the city at the moment. Seth, you want to make another investigation check for me?
No, I do.
For the homeless king, you betcha.
20. Oh, far.
Oh,
That's great.
fuck.
Okay, 4. You have been wandering around lost in the sewer tunnels for about an hour now. At the end of the hour, though, it's starting to get dark, and you can barely... Do you have dark vision at all, Seth?
No.
No.
Wait. No.
You do have
No.
torches, though, so towards the end of the hour, you light a torch. It's starting to get real dark in here. Do you want to continue searching?
Yeah, I'll keep going.
Okay, we'll make another investigation check in a bit.
Okay.
All right, so you guys head your way back to the Dragon's Tooth Inn. Oh, there's Owl.
Yeah, he's just been hanging out by the pool. He's got outside of a rat or something, and he has been just enjoying his life.
NPCs don't have inventories. Wait, yeah, he does. Hold on.
Give him like 22 rat rations. He's been having a field day.
Equip item. Oh, you can't equip on an NPC. Jackie got a small metal flower, like a little. It's more like a brooch, but she kind of hooks it onto Owl, and Owl now also has fine clothes in his inventory.
Good.
He very fancy boy, or girl. I don't know if we know what gender Owl is yet. If anything, robot. Jackie has a mechanical bird, by the way, Lunaria. That is her familiar.
Giant mechanical bird. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
she has a mechanical owl familiar.
I want a mechanical owl.
Owl is
Owl
gender
is
fluid.
gender fluid. Got it.
Poor Owl.
Excuse me. All right, so you guys make your way back into the inn. Kira sits you guys down You guys arrive. It's like 8 o'clock. Dinner rush is mostly cleared out, but the nighttime like drinkers rush is still kind of meandering in. You guys are a bit of a lull. So you guys actually managed to snag one of the larger tables in the middle. It's you guys. For how many of you are there? 5, 6? There's 6 of you with Kira.
Yes.
So you guys snag yourselves a nice table. You guys sit down around it. Kira takes out a stack of documents and starts passing out contracts to you guys. She explains that she has been to the bank. She's reactivated her accounts in the city. It's been a while since she's been in Astoria. But you know, I mean, it seems like Elena figured it out. Maybe the rest of you haven't quite caught on. And I don't know if they mentioned it to everyone, but I'm not just named after the goddess of music. I actually am the goddess of music, and Volcan's my dad.
I fucking knew it.
But yeah, she kind of just sits there a little awkwardly. It's been a while since she's, you know, actively embraced her godhood at all. But she, you guys take a look down at the contracts that she's passed out. Lunaria takes her papers and just kind of like flips them over a few times. She's like, I don't know what this is for, but whatever.
I pretend to read through them.
Pretend to read. You see everyone else shuffling, and you're just kind of like sitting there, like, you know, a child copying dad. Like, yeah, business, business, business. But she is. She's like, you know, I've been putting this off for a while, and I should have just done it from the start. But you guys have been in a few adventure nows. Seems like you guys are gonna stick together. She kind of looks around. She's like, well, mostly. I've still got Iz's contract here, but God knows where the hell he went. So I guess I'll hold on to that. She tucks it back into her pack. It seems like at least you guys are going to stick together for now. And she also, Daenerys, with your observant trait, she drew up a contract for Lunaria as well.
I see. Well, I guess I'll read over it. What does this say?
So basically, the contracts detail like a weekly allowance that Kira will give you guys to sponsor your adventures. You guys will have a safe house here in Astoria, sponsored by her. She will be traveling with you guys when she can, but she is going to be like officially sponsoring your group, basically.
Oh my gosh.
However, she does get the full rights and royalties to all plays, poems, novels, and merchandising for you guys.
Nice.
And of course, you guys all get a percentage. She's not being greedy here, but she's made it very clear that she is to be the sole author of whatever you guys of you guys' grand chronicles.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I'm just trying to picture like the goddess of music just showing up at your fucking door and be like, I'm gonna sue you, you sack of shit. The goddess of music shows up at some fucking like 20-year-old guy poet who's trying to
She just curses their bloodline. She doesn't even bother talking to them. It's like,
you broke my contract with these people.
But Kira's like got like, she's had like action figure mock-ups made, and she does like prestidigitation, and she's got like and we can make vases with your faces on them, and she's got like, she holds up a vase and she does prestidigitation to like make it look like there's like a Greek painting of each of you on there, and then she's got like little action figure mock-ups and like toy sets and stuff like that, and she's like, think of all the money this will make us. Nova? Oh, bye. Oh yeah, Raphael has trouble reading.
Oh no!
So does this mean I beat the goddess of music, Rap Battle?
Yes, it does.
We
Oh.
beat them together.
My
Make
god.
an investigation check, Emily.
When did you
Oh,
have a rap battle?
please don't fucking smite me for saying that.
One. Okay.
Shit!
All right. So what are you guys doing? Do you guys wanna sign these and you'll get the paperwork filed away?
Yeah.
Helena holds Raphael's hand and guides him through the contract right quick. Seems a bit startled and kind of leaves hers on the table for a little bit. But does walk Raphael through his real quick.
Iris doesn't really know how to read either, but she just
Mm.
signs it.
Kira,
Asks for help.
Kira will also do a better job to ensure you guys' health. She'll be bound to you guys now a little bit. She has also begrudgingly agreed after some negotiation to not let you get your arm cut off for dramatization of the story.
Right? So does this mean that you expect, like, worship or offerings from us?
No, not at all. I mean, she kind of bats her eyelash. She's like, I wouldn't mind, but I mean,
Yeah.
I already get worship from most of the musicians in the land, so I mean, I'm set. I'm good.
She seems pretty cool.
So humble. Yeah, sorry, I guess no offense. I think I have my hands full worshipping Valis right now.
She kind of leans over your contract. Wait, who won the rap battle?
I did.
She kind of leans over your contract as you hand it to her. She kind of leans over it as she takes it. You guys are both holding it for a second. She smiles and she's like, "It's the least I can do for letting me win in the rap battle." And she flips to page 13. Should have read the fine print, and it says, Daenerys is never again allowed to mention that she beat me in a rap battle.
Well, I got in a little bit of gloating while I could, I guess. That's fine. What
Elena
rap battle? What are you talking about?
still hasn't signed hers. I'm gonna have Elena like scan through it and look for anything, any more pitfalls, any weird stuff, or like anything that would leave them like thoroughly beholden to Kira or something of that effect.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Or an insight check.
Oh,
Whichever
fuck.
you'd like.
Well, they're
Something
both
I missed.
exactly as bad as each other, so
Fair.
let's see. Oh, Elena is not good at legalese.
You do not find anything suspicious. You trust Kira. You don't rely on Kira, but you trust her, like, morally. You know what I mean? Like, you don't think she's a reliable person, but you also don't think she would backstab you.
Not even after I slapped her? Come on. In public?
Yours says you are not allowed to ever again mention that you slapped Kieran.
Elena will hesitantly
Elena-
sign the contract.
Elena guides
Yeah.
everyone through signing the contracts, and she's got, like, the magical version of, like, digital signing. She's like, just sign the first time here, and then all you have to do is touch your finger to the check mark, and it'll copy your signature via prestidigitation. All right. Any questions or anything? Anything you guys want to do here at the bar tonight?
Oh, Iris. If we're waiting for these satyrs, do you think you could have Owl look into the Agora for us and kind of scout it out while we're waiting for them? That way we don't all have to hang out there automatically. Owl can just get us when they show up.
Iris nods and signals to Owl to go check out the Agora.
Owl will hang out in the Agora and keep an eye on it tonight. and I will return to you guys to summon you guys if the satyrs show up or if anything odd happens.
Sees is in a life or death battle with the king of the homeless people. Comes and gets us.
Seth, it has been long enough in game. Why don't you go ahead and make another investigation check?
Holy shit, I can't read that. Okay.
So you spent a long time in the tunnels. You've slowly eliminated which ones were, you couldn't get through, which ones were dead ends, but you come to you don't even know where the hell you are in the tunnels. Honestly, getting out would be more of a challenge than continuing at this point. So you continue. You think you're deep under the city at this point. There's rats everywhere, but far down the tunnel you can start to see a pinpoint of light. Flickering orangish light, not like the bright yellow lights of the city, but flickering orange dim light like torches. So you kind of come out into this large cavern. You can see like lots of ramshackle houses along the sides of the walls, a few fires in the middle, and you can see a large like spattering of people spread throughout this cavern. This cavern's probably about the size of the agora. So it's pretty big. It's capable of fitting a few hundred people. But we'll leave that there, and we'll come back to you in a little while. All right. What do you guys want to do tonight?
And go to bed after all this shopping.
I'm assuming everyone is currently like maxed out and everything. No one needs a rest right now, right? Or anything?
No.
I used a couple of tiny things, but nothing
Yeah, you can refund your spell slots tonight. We'll just charge you back up since you're in a city. Say you're got some nice rooms, courtesy of Kira. Kira says it'll take a little while to get the safe house set up. She's got to arrange rooms. She's got to get furniture delivered, shit like that. She said it's been a while since she's used her old home here, but she's gonna get it cleaned up and everything, and she'll let you guys know when it's ready. Probably take a week or two.
Oh.
It'll probably take about as long as it takes for you guys to complete the other two labors. Isn't that odd?
Wow.
Wow, very convenient timing.
Thanks, Kira.
All right, so you guys take the night to yourself. You relax, you eat, you have some nice drinks. The tension from, both of you guys' like side quests dissipates a little bit. Kira approaches Elena on the side and takes a moment to apologize to her. She's aware that she, acted childishly. She wants to make it up to you guys a little bit, at least. Because she's asking you guys to take the prophecy seriously, but when you guys asked her to take things seriously, she didn't. She feels a little bit guilty about that. So, she takes a moment to give you an actual heartfelt apology, Elena.
I want to cry. That's kind of cute. Elena seems genuinely touched by this and seems to relax just a little bit. Slapping her across the face and then running off with Iris was probably ill-advised. Her little powwow with Iris did make her feel a little bit better, but the mention of trying to take things a little bit more seriously and all of that does seem to resonate just a bit with Elena, and Elena shuffles ever so slightly and smiles at her and says, "I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have pushed to begin with, if I'm being honest. We probably could have found out about the forge from somewhere else, and once I sort of started putting things together after you, dragged me across the floor in the tomb, I guess I was trying to help, but it didn't go quite like I was expecting. I'm sorry I got frustrated, and I'm very sorry that I slapped you across the face in the middle of town, and she pales ever so slightly as she realizes, yeah, I slapped one of the 5 gods in a public area. That probably wasn't the best idea of my life.
It's okay. Don't worry. The thunderous smite isn't coming. I'm not upset. I kind of deserved it. You know, I was acting like a child, but she's like, but you know, I mean, if you happen to meet any of my followers and they're irrationally mad at you, just try not to stress about it. And if I'm there, I'll tell them not to be. And she kind of hurries off.
Kira, what do you mean?
Nothing. It's my turn on stage, and she's gonna jump up on stage and she's gonna play her heart out. She jumps up on stage, interrupting whoever was playing.
Oh.
She rolls a 3 and gets an 18.
Okay.
Are you fucking?
She still plays fantastic, even when distracted. She's like showing off. She's like playing the violin with like one hand somehow and shit like that. And she just doesn't care. She's doing great. So, but yeah. So, Kira also, in that conversation, she also said, you know, if you need help with that disguise self spell, I've used stuff like that before. I could help you, you know, even out a few things. I know it always seems to come out okay when you do it for the first time, but then, you know, head proportions don't translate great to IRL proportions. So she offers to help you out with your disguise self spell later.
Leia tells her she would definitely appreciate that, because she just kind of flicked her fingers and tried to make what did work, and it happened to do okay earlier.
All right. Anything else anyone want to do?
Raphael wants to get sloshed.
I want to talk to Kira also, actually.
Okay. What do you want
If
to talk to
she's
Kira about?
no longer in avoidance mode, I guess.
She is not. So you catch her after she gets off the stage. She takes a break. She seems like she's kind of like... She's a little bit like hot and sweaty because like she's been up there like jamming out for like the last like 2 hours, but...
Kira's rock concert.
Yeah, Kira's rock concert basically. She's playing rock music on a fucking lyre and a harp somehow. She's like, you know, I haven't cut loose there in a while like that. People usually don't appreciate me just it's like, you know, it's a lot easier in the big bars. Like you go to a small bar and you've got like 2 people and it's, you know, it's just not the same energy if you're playing stuff like that if there's 2 people watching.
Yeah.
What's up, Danira?
Oh, did she ask me what I wanted to talk to her about?
Yes.
I think you cut out at the end.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought my mic didn't light up. My bad.
So you're a goddess. That means you must know the other gods and goddesses pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say so. Why?
What are they like? Can you tell me about them?
You mean, what is Valis like? That's what you're asking, right?
I didn't say that.
Well, I know you didn't say
mean,
it, but that's
if
what
you
you're
wanted-
asking.
If you wanted to talk to me about her at great length,
at great length.
I wouldn't complain about that.
She kind of rolls her eyes. She's like, you know, I mean, what is Valis like? What is Valis like? Well, I mean, I guess you can't compare that. Lunaria is not exactly a typical sister. Have you ever had... No, I guess you don't have parents either. I don't know if I can make that comparison.
Is she, I mean, is she kind? Do you like her?
Do I like her? Oh boy, you're just jumping right to the main question. I mean, do I like her? I mean, we get along. We're sisters. I haven't talked to her in probably about as long as Volcan. I avoid her more than I avoid Volcan, to be honest. I mean,
So you don't really hear from her a lot.
I don't. She's a bit of a stickler. She's a bit of a stickler, to be honest. I mean, not like in a bad way, but I mean, also, is being a stickler fun? I mean, it's not fun, right? I mean, you stay in your little city, you chill, you make laws. I mean, making laws is boring. Like, why not just go out and play music all day, every day? But she's not huge on music, I guess. I don't know. I mean, she's nice. She's fine. She reminds me, and her face kind of softens a little bit. And she's like, you know, honestly, she reminds me of Mom more than anybody. Because it would be common knowledge that Mitros was, you know, the mother of 4 out of the 5 gods, and then the wife of Volcan. And at the end of the last big war, that's what happened, was she like ascended, basically. So she's the only one without a physical representation on Thylia. So she's basically like, you know, quote unquote dead, you know what I mean?
Alice's or Vulcan's wife?
Vulcan's wife, Mitros, who is Valis and Kira and Pythor and fourth god whose name I'm forgetting. She's their mom. Who is the fourth one?
I mean, there are only 5. It's Vulcan, Mitros, and their 3 kids, Pythor.
Oh, it
Kira,
is 3
and
kids.
Valis.
You're right. I'm sorry. I thought there was someone in Artesia too, but there isn't, is there?
In Artesia?
Yeah.
Do you mean the one guy who's in like the end content that we're not using?
No, I just thought
also,
it was.
Artesia is the name of my god in the other campaign.
I don't know. Don't worry about it. Okay, shut up. But yeah, she reminds her more of anything than her mom. You know, quiet, respectful, wise. She gives a little bit more of an honest opinion, a less younger sister opinion. But yeah. Anything else you want to ask about Valis?
Why hasn't she been returning my calls?
Daenerys is a bit drunk, and she's like, why doesn't she answer my prophecies and my trances? It's like...
I've been trying to talk to her for like 30 years. Oh, no.
You know, I mean... when you get letters from a few thousand people a day, can you really answer all of them? I mean, for my followers, it's easy, because, you know, I'm the goddess of music. I just kind of generally broadcast whatever song's on my mind. They pray to me, they hear a song, they interpret it however the fuck they want. They're like, oh my god, Beethoven's Fifth? Kira must mean that I should do this. I don't even have to try to answer all of my followers. It's a cakewalk. But for Valis, you know, wisdom and all that, she's gonna actually think out all her answers. So I don't think she actually answers that much. I mean, when was the last time she answered my call? Like 300 years. I don't know. She doesn't, we don't talk on the phone anymore. I mean, we don't talk on the telepathy anymore. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, and she's like, you know, maybe I should talk to Valis about that. You know, I went to this city up north once, and they had these cookies, right? And you broke them open, and there was a little piece of papyrus in them that had, like, you know, a thing of wisdom on them. And, you know, maybe it was the fact that I was drunk, but, like, the wisdom felt like it changed my life. Maybe she should just have pre-recorded pieces of wisdom that she gives out to everybody.
Wouldn't that just be amazing? I would really love that. But I mean, you know, I don't want to impose on anyone, so don't go talk to her about little old me down here.
Even Kira's a little bit drunk. She kind of has to, when she wants to be drunk, she has to choose to let herself get drunk, because her physiology, she could drink as much as she wanted and not get drunk, but she kind of lets it a lot of the time because she enjoys it. Because she likes partying, but she kind of like leans, she puts her hand around your shoulder, her arm around your shoulder, and she's like, you know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna introduce you to Valis. You deserve to meet her. You're so nice. I'll get you a backstage pass. We'll just go right on back. We'll say hey. We'll say what's up. Get to meet your idol. And then, you know, you guys can kiss or whatever it is you want to do. I don't know.
I mean, okay. Danier's like gone. She like lowers her voice really low and like leans in like way too close, and she's like, "Is she hot?" I mean, like, I know she's your sister, so like you don't have to answer that really, but
I mean, people say we look like twins.
oh my
But
god.
I'm not gonna
okay.
lie. I might have gotten all the looks. And she got the brains.
Well, yeah.
And I got the musical talent and the money and the fame. But I mean, she got the brains.
And
So-
the money.
I mean, and Astoria is a way better party city. She got friggin' Mitros. You know, the city of fucking bullshit laws. Can't play music in the streets without a permit. And, you know, I mean, I guess she looks fine. She looks fine. She looks fine. It's fine. She's
It's
not prettier than
it's
me.
not
She's not.
relevant. It's
No, it's not
No.
relevant. You're right. I'm way
No,
prettier
yeah.
than she is.
yeah, sure.
All right. Anything else?
But she's very
Designated
teary-eyed.
driver.
She's like crying because the woman who raised her pretty much was also a cleric of Valis, so like she's like, oh, I wish she could be here type thing. It's emotional.
You better finish that story soon. I want to read it.
Yeah.
I would like
Sorry.
to read it
Yeah,
as well.
someday. Anyone else? What are Elena and Raphael up to?
Raphael's getting sloshed so he can better blend in with the party crowd when they get here.
Fair. Oh yeah,
It
that's
is.
supposed to be tonight. Everyone's a little drunk.
Elena's the designated driver. She's not drinking, or she's getting attacked by the bard, follower of Kyra. One of the two. Probably being the designated driver. The fuck?
What?
Doing?
What are you doing, fucker? You have a
Fish?
problem? Being harassed right now.
I do the harassing around here.
Haha.
That's not nice. Alright, Jackie ran to the bathroom a second ago, so let's wait for her to get back before we continue.
What?
Whoa.
Isn't that pretty?
This looks, yeah, it looks cozy. I want to wear it. Yeah, I've been looking at fantasy clothing for like half an hour
God,
because
yeah.
I needed to find the right
the
outfit.
perfect fantasy outfit for your D&D character.
I think I have what she normally wears, but yeah, that dress I posted
Mhm.
is probably what she's wearing for the party.
Welcome back, huh?
Thank you.
Oh, that looks good. I like that. Alright, so Kira's been having a heart-to-heart with everybody. What is Iris up to at the party, at the festivities at the Dragon's Tooth Inn tonight, huh?
What is she doing there?
Yeah, what's she up to?
She is sitting alone at the bar drinking.
Anyone else want to do anything?
Can I roll a con save to see how drunk I am?
Yes, you can. Absolutely. You're actually, for how much you've had to drink, you're holding up okay.
Nice, nice.
Oh, I like this, Emily.
Well, that's amazing. That's like very much what I had in mind for like her everyday.
Yeah. If you scroll down on that link, there's a few good dresses there as well. Seems like this one person draws the same character model, but like with different dresses and shit. It looks good. Save this one.
Excuse me.
Your excuse. Goodbye.
Oops. by.
All right. Blake.
Yes. What have I done now?
Actually, so are you guys gonna head out for? To check the Agora, or are you guys waiting for Owl to come back? Like, what's the procedure?
I believe we're waiting for Owl to alert us that they have arrived to the Agora, and that's
Okay.
how we know we go. Unless I am mistaken.
For the sake of not forcing you guys to roleplay an entire extra day, I am just gonna say they arrived tonight. Owl.
Okay.
What
Well,
the
everybody's plastered.
Makes us more
Daenerys is
fun.
over here fantasizing about Valis. Raphael's about 7 beers in. Iris is about 6 in. Lunaria's probably stabbed somebody at this point. No, Lunaria's off in the corner being introduced into gambling somehow.
Gambling, also experimenting with what alcohol is, because she's never had it before.
Oh my
So many brand new experiences in one night.
Is that illegal to give alcohol to a 1-day-old?
I chug it down anyway.
Man, it's tough being a fucking infant in an adult's body.
Yeah, that's a good question. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Lunaria, before we move on to the party thing?
Oh, I guess I'm just drinking and gambling. I'm on the verge of stabbing
Do you
whoever
have-
cheats me in gambling.
Do you even have
Kira is
money? Did Kira? You know what? Roll a
Kira's absolutely encouraging this shit.
roll a d20 and see how much money Kira gave you.
Okay. Roll. Not
So
much.
she gave you. We'll say she gave you 30 gold to start with.
Woohoo!
So you have 30
Alright.
gold that you can add to your character sheet. I
Okay.
would like you to roll a d20 to see how much of that money you lose, though.
Fuck.
And this is not going to be multiplied or anything. So you lose half. You've lost half your money. You've lost half your money. So you can add 15 gold to your character sheet.
Oh my,
Oh my
god.
Can I
I
like
thought
throw
it was
someone up
like-
against the wall? I'm like drunk and furious.
Oh
now,
yeah,
so
maybe I
going
should
to
have.
throw 'em.
Maybe I should have multiplied this by 10 too, and you're fucking 120 in debt already.
Yeah.
Day 1 of life. No, yeah, we'll just say you lost 15 for now. Next time we'll up the stakes if you want, but Blake, why don't you roll a d20 for me?
Oh god.
I know.
Roll a. Why don't you roll a d2 for me, Blake?
1d2.
Yeah.
Flip the coin. I got a 2.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
I just got this picture of while Lunaria was gambling. She she pointed at Daenerys and she's like, "That's my sister. She's good for it. Let me go another round." She keeps coming up with like more excuses. Like you see the gold lady over there. She's fucking loaded, man.
Just like I signed a contract. She's sponsoring me or something.
She's sponsoring me. Alright. You guys talk amongst yourselves, whatever's going on with your characters for a few seconds.
I will moderate Dana's gambling, Lunaria's gambling.
Why
Just
can't
watch.
I play? Okay. I just go ham.
She doesn't even know how the fucking game works. She's just slapping
She
cards
doesn't.
down.
Yeah.
Go fish! No, we're playing blackjack, sweetheart.
More token equals good.
I grab another drink.
Card sharks are just like this easy ass money. Let's fucking go. I know a sucker when I see one.
Mm.
At the end of this, I'm gonna throw him against the wall and shake him down for all his money.
Raphael spills some red wine on one of his ruffles of his shirt.
You. Fool.
Elena quickly prestidigitations to clean off the shirt and get rid of the stain. Doing her civic duty as the only person not getting plastered at this bar, apparently.
Raphael holds up the bottle of red wine. He says, "Drinking without consequences."
Drinking without consequences.
I hold up my jug of beer. Drinking!
How about a little less on the drinking, please?
Throw it
Please?
back.
Yeah, no one's listening to me. Oh well.
Elena, I bet you that I could finish this bottle. 1 gold, I could finish this bottle right now.
1 gold.
How about you try and finish the bottle in 1 go, and if you can't, you have to stop drinking for the evening.
Make a con save, Nathan.
Gamble.
Do it. Do it.
You're like, fuck yeah, I could totally do this. I can do this. You're like hyping yourself. You're like,
Oh
you take 1 sip and you throw up all over the floor.
I win. No more
Do I-
drinking.
Do I sober up a little bit?
Yes, you do sober up a little bit. You're like
No.
you're like a 4 out of 10 as opposed to a 6 out of 10 now.
Yeah.
I pat Raphael on the shoulders like, okay, no more for you tonight. I'm gonna go and grab something to clean that up before someone slips.
The bartender's too busy to even fucking notice. The place is swamped. Kira's music and her fucking rock concert brought in so many people from outside, like at the other bars and shit, that he is just completely fucking overwhelmed. And you just go behind the counter, you get the mop and bucket, and you just start cleaning up like you fucking work there. Oh, give me 2 seconds. I am gonna need to... This is gonna reload you guys real quick.
It's the point where I take pity on the poor man and I start bringing dirty dishes back to him.
Oh my god.
Poor man, working the Dragon Tooth in. Gotta get back to my waitressing roots.
This isn't what I want. I want this up here.
It's a good way to keep track of my drunken ass friends, too. I make multiple passes, bringing dirty dishes and stuff back from the tables, and check on Raphael to make sure he isn't drinking more. Look to Daenerys and Lunaria to make sure that Lunaria's knives aren't out. And
You can see Raphael crying and like muttering to himself, "I ruined the night."
Oh no!
Oh, buddy.
Feel free to keep doing whatever, guys. This will take me 2 seconds to finish.
I'm still just knocking it back. I'm getting drunker and drunker.
Elena goes over to put her hand on Iris's shoulder, taps her, and is like, "Are you okay?"
Iris nods and just kind of like watches Raphael crying in the corner and smirks.
Elena leans over and kind of looks at her eyes and waves a hand in front of her face just to make sure her eyes are tracking, and is like, okay, good. Carry on. I have to... apparently I work here.
People are asking you for drinks and shit now, and like you're bringing food out to the tables. You don't even know what fucking happened. It's just it came naturally to you.
honestly, as things get going, she looks like she's actually having kind of a good time taking stuff out. She's getting back into the groove, and she's poking everybody on the shoulder. She walks over, she pats Raphael on the back, and sets down like some sort of sweet little bun in front of him. It's like, you didn't ruin the night, buddy. Just don't drink anymore. You gotta sober up just a little bit. I made you something. Have at it. Waves at a table, meanders over to look at Lunaria, see that another pile of gold is sliding into the guy across from her's pocket, and looks to Daenerys with a very, very like, you might want to, do a little something about that, maybe a little bit, and then get ganked back over to the fucking bar.
What are we at, Lunaria? Are we at like a net profit right now? How much money you got on you?
I have 10 gold.
That's 10 more than you had this morning. I think this is a great place to call
Am I
a
rich
stop.
now?
Yeah.
I walk away with Daenerys.
Treasuring that 10 gold like it's the most valuable thing in the world.
Money!
Look at all the things we could buy, Daenerys.
Elena slides by and suggests that Lunaria go and talk to Kira and see if Kira will teach her any music, and then she could perform.
Immediately taken with the idea, I run up to Kira. Can you teach me how to play an instrument?
And Elena smiles at Daenerys and is like, that should keep her busy for the rest of the night.
Daenerys notices that Raphael is crying in the corner. She goes up to him. She sits across from him. She goes, "You can't cry, because then I'll cry." She just starts crying. Doesn't bother to ask why he's crying.
What a mess.
Kira's just laying on top of one of the tables right now, and Lunaria comes up and is just like, "Yo, you gotta teach me how to play like that." And Kira just jumps straight to the advanced shit. She's like, "Okay, first you're gonna hold it like this. You hold your fingers like this," and she adjusts her fingers a few times, and then she's like, and then you go like this. And she does like this big long fucking note string, and then Lunaria fucking does like 2 notes, and they're both wrong, and she's like, "Fuck yeah, that was perfect!" And Kira's so fucking excited.
I
She puts
somehow think I'm like a
puts a
master
hand
bard.
on Lunaria's shoulder. She's like, "You're gonna inherit my entire legacy."
God, she's gonna die.
Oh god.
You guys are over there almost crying in the corner, and you see Kira and Lunaria standing on top of a table, and Kira holds up Lunaria's arm. She's like, "The new goddess of music!"
Oh my god!
No.
A cheer rings out from the drunken patrons of the bar. And everybody's suddenly yelling for more fucking drinks.
Raphael's like still crying, but he starts cheering too for a little bit.
I'm convinced that I'm now the new goddess of music, and I cheer.
Alright. I'm almost done, guys.
Elena still moves around the bar, taking drinks, taking dishes, gets up behind the bar, starts dishing out food and stuff, smiles at the very awkward but overworked bartender, and gets very invested in running this tavern with him. Why do I like this song so much whenever it pops up?
Because
I don't
it's
know.
good.
True.
Boba.
Yeah, this is my dog.
The puppy's so cute.
He's so sweet. She looks so
Yeah.
content.
Give me one sec.
She's gonna start struggling soon. She's gonna be like, okay, I'm done. We're done. Or she's. Oh.
Aww.
Oh, little baby.
You're so gentle today. Usually you go. What?
Got him.
Don't you yawn in front of me. She's like, what the fuck? Good night.
All right, so you guys make your way through the night. After all of this happens, you guys see Iris. Are you sober, by the way?
Am I still what?
Are you sober? Is your character drinking, or
I mean,
you're not getting
personally,
drunk
I
though,
would
right?
say she is sober. She's not intending to get drunk. She's not over drinking.
Okay.
She's just like drinking slowly at the bar while watching this mess go down.
Gotcha.
She's a little buzzed.
Yeah, maybe a little buzzed.
All right, so Owl bursts in through one of the open windows and lands on your shoulder, screeching a little bit, like making noises, getting your attention. It would seem that whatever you guys are waiting for is out in the Agora.
Alright. So instead of involving myself with the mess that is my party, I have Owl go smack them in the face with his wing.
Seth, are you in the Agora, or is that just where your character token happens to be right now?
That's just where my token is.
Okay. Seth, you have found yourself in the Underden, which is kind of like a little homeless society that lives in like the deep tunnels under the mountain. Not exactly a homeless society, I guess, because they live here, but it is definitely a kind of like lower class forgotten place. What would you like to do? There is a large gathering of people in the center that you can see. You don't hear too much noise. I mean, the cave's a little bit echoey, but what would you like to do?
I'm gonna stick to the shadows and look for my rug. These are a bunch of homeless peasants, so they can't have that many nice rugs.
You stick to the shadows and you look for your rug. You are kind of like inching around the edge of this place. The right side kind of ends in like a ravine. It's got like a long downslope, and you can hear like water rushing down there. So you would assume that you shouldn't jump off that edge unless you want to be stuck in an underground river going to wherever. I'm getting a phone call. I'll be right back.
No.
Elena heard Owl screeching and was behind the bar at the time, so wandered over to Iris right about the time when she told the owl to go and beat the ever-living shit out of the rest of the party. Isn't that a little much?
my god, does the kitty have a sweater on?
Yes.
They're so cute.
I-
Please take picture and add to
I thought it was a ferret from a distance.
Wow.
Well, because I only have my OBS preview to go by, not the fucking full camera. It's a preview.
She's not my cat, but she's like basically my cat. She comes in and like sleeps with me all the time.
Wait,
And-
what does that mean? She's not your cat.
She's not my cat. She's my sister's cat. No, some neighbor's cat wanders in.
That's
I'm
what I
like,
was
okay.
gonna
No, Boba's my dog. All the other dogs and cats are my sisters, but this cat comes in all the time, sleeps in my bed, and they grew up together. Wait, what?
She sleeps on Boba.
Yeah, she sleeps on Boba. She grooms her, and they grew up together. So Boba grooms her now too. So
That's
they
so
just
fucking
like
cute.
constantly groom each other.
It's so adorable. I love them.
They're so cute.
I'm gonna post a picture. Wait, where should I post this?
You can put in pics and photos.
Okay.
That's so cute.
I don't think I have the space to send a video of them grooming each other, but it happens a lot.
That's cute. Alright. Let's we've got about 10 minutes left until 4, which is
Okay.
you have to go around 4, right? Dana?
Me?
Yeah.
I can hold off for a little longer.
Okay. Let's
If
work on
necessary.
finishing this up and then we will go from there. Let's move over to the Agora, figure out what happens, and then we'll stop there for the day.
Okay.
So Owl has alerted each of you. Kira changes to be, she's like basically switches to completely sober mode. She's fine. She's good to go. She and Elena are now going around. It's like 2 a.m. right now. The bar is starting to trickle out. People are heading home for the night. People are drunkenly supporting each other out the door. And you guys head out of the bar. You guys have all been scraped off of the ground. Lunaria and Daenerys are all and Raphael are all a little bit drunk. Iris and Elena and Kira are not pretty much at all. They're maybe a little tipsy at best for Iris. But you guys head out of the bar. You can see that most people are heading home, but you can see that also there is a small stream of younger people who are heading off to the right down the street towards the Agora. What would you guys like to do?
I want to tell the bartender I've been helping for the past 3 hours goodbye.
He hands you 5 gold for your troubles and said, "Thanks, lass. I saw you helping out. Honestly, maybe I should look at hiring someone. If you're ever looking for work, feel free to come back. On busy nights like that, I definitely don't mind the extra pair of hands. Seems like you did pretty good. Did you work at a bar before?"
Yeah, once. I liked it actually. It was a lot of fun.
Cool. Who'd you work for? Did you work for Molly, Polyphemus, Isaac down the road?
I worked over at the Sour Vintage actually.
Oh, out of character. I don't remember their names anymore, so.
It was Bertrand and Gertrude were the ones who ran it.
Bertrand! You know, I haven't been over that way in a couple of years. Good place. Kind of small for my taste. But, you know, I guess I kind of wish the place was smaller tonight. God damn, it was busy. But, you have a nice little interaction with the bartender. He hands you 5 gold and you can head out.
Yay.
He also says if you come in and you work for him, just give him a wave. He doesn't mind, and you keep whatever tips you make as payment in the future. But I tried to think of a name, and all I could think of was Arceus, like the fucking legendary Pokemon.
Well, let me see. Random
name generator. Yo, what the fuck is this overcomplicated shit? Just give me a name.
Sophocles.
Sophocles, that's his name. It's a big. He's like a big buff guy. He's like, my friends call me Sophie. But
Oh,
name's Sophocles. You can call me Sophie. My friends can call me Sophie. If you call me Sophie and I don't like you, you're gonna get thrown out. But it seems like you're on good terms with him in the future.
Damn.
Ugh. So you guys follow the trail of young people kind of heading over to the Agora. Everyone's kind of like partying along the way, dancing. There's like a couple of groups that kind of stop off to the side. They're, smoking or drinking or whatever. There's no kind of like no drinking in public rules or anything here. But you guys follow the group, and there's more and more people as you go down to the Agora. So what do you guys want to do?
I want to cast my spell on myself.
Kira's gonna interrupt you. She's gonna say, no, sweetheart. And she's gonna adjust the posing of your fingers, and she's gonna say, you see that second line there, and she's gonna point to like the runes you're tracing in the air. And you don't know how she's doing this, but she's got her hand. Normally when you trace the runes, you can kind of see them like ethereally for a second, but she's got her hand under it and they're just hovering there, and she's like reaching in and just bending lines like they're fucking, like it's like a little metal piece that she's bending. And she's like, no, like this, and she's like, she kind of glances at you, she's like, you really should not, I mean, the blue is so pretty, you really got to stick with the blue. And she's gonna flip one of the lines around, and then you're like, no, but she lets go of it and it disappears, completing the spell. So you can right click on your token now, Blake, and you have an extra token and an extra UI bit that you can use, I think. On the bottom
so
right.
Right click on the token and okay.
So you are now a pretty petite elven girl with blue hair and a golden headband.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright, you guys are going to move yourselves down to the Agora. Honestly, normally you'd attract a lot of attention traveling as this kind of group, but no one's fucking looking at you. Everything's fine. You guys don't need to make a stealth check or anything to get into this area. But you guys enter the Agora and you can see it's been transformed. Like, it's weird that none of the houses or businesses are even like lit up or having any problems, but there are just people all over the Agora playing music. Whenever you step into a different section with different, like, there's people standing on top of like the stalls and stuff playing different songs, but you can only like hear, it must be some kind of magical thing, but as you step into each area, it's not like a cacophony, but each area has like different music playing in it. You know what I mean? Like you step and it's like you stepped through a threshold. And also like fairy lights, dancing lights, lots of uses of those cantrips around here. There's no like torchlight or anything, but there's lots of different colored lights floating, like little orbs floating around the Agora, lighting it up. And everywhere you look, there's people dancing, lots of teenagers and stuff. Lots of teenagers, young people, young adults, all dancing in the Agora. And at the center of it, you can see a lot of the musicians, a lot of the people casting like little light cantrips and stuff are satyrs that you guys can see that are, the way they're dressed, it's kind of like forest dress almost. It's not like the styles of Astoria. It's more like a woodland style almost. Like they've got like shirts woven out of leaves and stuff like that. But you guys step into the Agora and you guys enter the party. What would you guys like to do?
dance.
So you all find yourself dancing. You're not 100% sure if it's against your will, but it's an infectious atmosphere to say the least, and you guys kind of dance your way towards the center, towards that group of satyrs. How do you guys want to handle this section? Are you guys trying to just follow the satyrs, stay here for the whole party, and follow when they leave, or is anyone joining them?
I go up, I interact with the satyrs, and I dance around them.
So you guys, as you guys are approaching, you guys can see the satyrs that are dancing. There's a group of maybe 10 of them in the center. There's a few teenagers that have joined them. But you can see they occasionally like turn people away, or they'll like beckon people in. It seems like they're like bringing people into their little, like it's like the in crowd. Like only the cool people are allowed to dance in the center. And whoever wants to join them has to pass a performance check. So go ahead and make one if you're trying to dance in that center group.
Good lord.
My god.
Performance.
Alright,
like the
I'm
homeless
going
lady.
for it. Dear fucking lord. Thank fucking god.
So Lunaria's lack of personal space boundaries, she's kind of like dancing into people, knocking people over, and fucking like she's having a blast. And at any normal party where they didn't care about like whatever they see this in crowd seems to care about, maybe it would have been fine, it would have been taken as like energy, but you bump into one of the satyrs and it kind of like knocks them over and they just all kind of glare at you. They are not letting you into the group. Same with Raphael. Oddly, actually, make yours with advantage, Nathan, since you are a satyr. Yeah. Okay. All right. So they seem to allow you into their group a little bit, and then one of them who's near you kind of glances you up and down. He's like, gives you that kind of fucking like dirty look almost, and he like looks down at your hoofs. And he's like, no wonder your steps sound off. And he looks down, he's like, I can't believe you're wearing fucking oppressor symbols like that. Do you know what they do to horses who wear those? It's like, he's like giving you the fucking, like the hippie talk, like.
Oh my god.
And you get shamed out of the group, Nathan, for wearing horseshoes.
Oh my god.
Nathan's like, but they look so pretty, and he's like, they're like, we don't care.
Care.
So Deianira and Elena get into the group just fine. So that's
Okay, we're in.
let's keep track of that. Deianira and Elena can join the group. Raphael and Lunaria fail. Iris opts out. And that's all 5 of you, right? I didn't miss anyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is Kira having any part of this? No, she's staying here. Great.
Kira.
She's staying to like fix up her house or whatever, right?
So you ask her this as you guys are heading in, and she's like, you know, honestly, I'm not gonna miss out on a party like this. I'm coming with you guys.
Let's
So
fucking
she's gonna go ahead and dance her way into the group as well. And I don't think it's possible for her to fucking fail it. I think our modifiers are too high. Yeah, she's got a plus 15 and the DC is 15, so she can't physically fail this. Kira easily dances her way into the center of the group. She's like doing all the hip dance moves and everything, and she's like dancing like at the center of the group, and you can hear like the group like doing like the fucking like she's like break dancing at the center, like they make a little circle for her. They make a circle around her, and they're like all like chanting for her, and she's like break dancing and shit. She just doesn't care. She's having a fucking blast. And she starts dancing, she pulls out her lyre, and she's just like jamming out too. But yeah, Kira has no problem with getting into this group. So all right, so we've got a 3-3 split at the moment. Do you guys want to do anything in either of your specific places or anything, or should we fast forward to when the party ends?
Is it about time for Dana to go?
She said she wanted to go around 4, correct? Do we want to stop here and we can resume next week?
I think this is a good stopping point if we're splitting at this point.
That's fine with me. We stopped at the party split. Need to figure out if anyone's doing anything before the party moves out when the party ends at dawn. All right, cool. Is everyone good with stopping here then?
Yep.
Cool. That was fun. That was a good session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, y'all.
Any questions or anything before we go?
What happened to Seth's character?
Oh yeah, let's check in with Seth one more time before we end. Seth, you have been sneaking around the edge of this this group. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me. Or stealth.
Expert at stealth checks.
Stealth and perception, please. Actually, don't make the
God
perception
damn it.
check. I lied. Just stealth. Stealth 13. That's plenty. this large group of like haggard-looking people. A lot of them are pale because they live in this cave. They don't see the sun that often. There's a lot of like pale, kind of haggard, malnourished people here. But you can see two people near the front of the group kind of making their way above the crowd. From where you are, you can see above the crowd just a little bit. You can see your rug traveling across the top of the crowd on the backs of two people. These two people get to the edge of the crowd, and you're kind of like hurrying around the edge. You're like, God, that's my rug. That's my fucking rug. Give it back. And you're traveling around the edge of the crowd, and you get to like kind of where you can see around the front. And you can see that they are kneeling in front of what appears to be a throne of some kind. And this throne is made out of rolled up rugs. So there is a rather fat looking man sitting on this throne made of rugs. And these two people kneel down. They offer out the rug to him. And this guy the whole crowd goes silent, and the fat guy kind of leans forward and he looks at it, stroking his face. He kind of runs a pinky along the edge of the rug and holds it up like he's looking for dust or some shit in this dingy cavern. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he nods like imperceptibly once, and the crowd cheers, and they place the rug at the back of his throne on the top, and it now the rolled rug pile now is above his head. Like, this is the first rug that, like, his head was even with the top of the rug throne, but now it's above. Now the rug throne is above his head. So I guess we'll come back to you and see what you do next time.
The Rug King.
The Rug King.
God, what have you done?
The Rug
Handing
Lord.
off
He's
your
gonna
rug
die.
to the Rug King.
The
The
rug.
Rug King's
His
gonna
power
die.
grows, Seth. What have you done? The true enemy of the campaign emerges. The Rug King. He gets one character level for every rug he has. He's currently level 40.
Oh my god.
He has maxed out Barbarian and Rogue. Alright, let's end here. That was a great session. Thank you all for showing up. You guys want to try for 1 to 4 again next Sunday? Does that work for you at the moment, Dana?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let's try for that again next week then. That's fine with me.
That's
Heck
good.
yeah.
Awesome. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody.
I
Bye.
This time I will remember.